What's good, Wizards fans? Quick video here. So I've been doing Locked On Wizards. Make sure you guys subscribe to Locked On Wizards. I have not had time to. I'm finally getting out my Wizards draft recap video on my own channel. Just wanted to do that real quick. I'll be having a draft recap too on Locked On Wizards later on this week. Of course, the important thing is my son's due date is July 4th, so I probably won't be making a lot of videos once he's born. I'll probably maybe take like 3 or 4 days off. We'll see. And then excuse me, and then get back to making videos. So Johnny Davis, pick 10 for the Washington Wizards. I like the pick. I think it's a good pick. I'm not gonna give it a grade because I stopped giving draft picks grades in the NFL and in the NBA. I think it's a solid pick. I think it's a good pick. The guy plays hard, man. You see Stephen A. Smith being upset because he wanted the Knicks to draft Johnny Davis at pick 11, but the Wizards took him. So I was not surprised. The Wizards met with Johnny Davis. They interviewed him at the combine, I want to say. And then they had a solo worker with Johnny Davis. Johnny Davis is a bucket, man. Look at the Purdue game, 37 points, 14 boards. Not only is he a bucket, but he plays with 110% effort and energy at all times. The guy played football. When I say he was a quarterback. So he brings physicality to the table, can dribble with both hands, is a mid-range assassin. Watch Devin Booker play. He plays similar to Devin Booker. I'm not going to compare him and say he's going to be a Devin Booker or anything like that. But when you watch him playing college basketball, he played the same way. Like, you watch the Michigan game, got the ball at the high post one time, went right, scored, got the ball at the high post again, went to the left, scored again. Like, he was virtually unstoppable at times. Like, this guy was a bucket. Big Ten Player of the Year, All-American, every award in the book, you name it, Johnny Davis basically got. All Big Ten as well, of course. 19 points a game, 8 boards a game, 2 assists per game. Didn't shoot the ball well from the three-point line, so that's the concern there. 30% from the three, 79% from the free throw line. Got to the free throw line a lot too, man. He shot 6.3 free throws, 3 free throw attempts per game. That's a lot of free throws. It's a lot of free throws. So the guy's a bucket getter, man. I mean, how does he fit on the roster? I think he's going to come off the bench. But the crazy thing is that Adrian Wojnarowski or Roj from ESPN tweeted that the Wizards drafted point guard Johnny Davis. Now, Johnny Davis, when you watch him play, he's not really a point guard, but he's capable of making plays. Like, his teammates didn't knock down a lot of shots. They did miss it was tough out there. The offense basically ran through Johnny Davis. They didn't knock down a lot of shots at a high clip, to be honest. But he was able to break down and get by his man and make some nice passes, some nice cross-court passes that he made to his teammates for wide open shots. He created some offense for other people. They just weren't able to knock it down consistently. So Johnny Davis, man, I think he's a good pick. At pick 10, I think that's right where he was supposed to go. The only gripe I really have with it is not taking A.J. Griffin out of Duke. That's the only concern that I really have there is passing up on him. And I know the knee injuries with A.J. Griffin out of Duke, but he can shoot the lights out. Like, he can seriously shoot the lights out. He was picked at pick 16. Some other numbers that I found about Johnny Davis. Trace McGrady said, he told us to Chase Hughes, he said that there are 2 perennial All-Stars in this draft, and one of them is Johnny Davis. So that's high praise from Tracy McGrady, one of the best players, one of the best scorers in the NBA of all time. And you look at Johnny Davis's usage rate. He had a 32.6 usage rate, which meant he had the ball a lot. He had the 3rd highest usage rate, 32.5% among players from major conferences per stat head. And he shot a 52% true shooting percentage, was substantially below average. Davis got to the foul line regularly with 6.3 attempts per game, but just made 40% of his 2s and 31% of his 3s. So the swing skill, he's a mid-range scorer. He's a mid-range assassin. He loves shooting the ball from the mid-range. That's what he likes to do. I know it's not analytic friendly. His comparison is Josh Hart, Jalen Suggs, guys like that. I can see a little bit of Chris Duarte in his game. The guy plays with a lot of effort, though. So I do see him coming off the bench right behind Bradley Beal. Some people are saying, could he possibly be Bradley Beal's replacement in a couple of years? Let's say it doesn't work out after Bradley Beal signs this mega deal. Can he play point guard? I don't really see it, but who knows? It's positionless basketball right now. The Wizards desperately need a point guard. We'll see if they trade. I know they're rumored and interested in it's not a rumor. They are interested in Monte Morris. They are interested in Tyus Jones. So, so the only thing is Johnny Davis, man, he plays defense though. And they need guys that play. He gets in the passing lanes. You see some of the dunks. Him getting his hands in the passing lanes. He is a pest, and he plays with his hair on fire. The Taco Bell commercial, almost forgot about that. He's already got endorsements. I think he's a nice guy, cool guy. But we do need some dogs. Tommy Shepard said he wanted dogs, and I think Johnny Davis definitely is a dog. He fits that. He plays aggressive. I like that football background with Johnny Davis. So pick 10, I'm happy with the pick. I think he's a good player. Like I said, he gave Gave Jaden Ivey 37 points and 14 boards. He averaged like 23.5 points per game against top 25 games. So he shows up in big moments. In big moments, he shows up. He is not scared and afraid of the big moments and the big lights. So you see some of his game logs, 37 against Purdue, 26 points against Iowa. That was a top 25 team with Keegan Murray. Indiana put up 30 points, 25 points against Colgate in the first round of the NCAA tournament. Houston put up 30 points, and they were top 12 in the league. They made a nice tournament run. That was in the Maui Invitational. So he had some big games, some big numbers, and their offense ran through Johnny. It was either Johnny Davis or nothing at times. So he was their number one option. He was getting double team, a lot of attention towards Johnny Davis, and he took a lot of tough shots. The knock against him too is he doesn't create a lot of separation, so he had to take shots and just rise up and shoot over people. But he's a tough shot maker. I think him coming off the bench, being an elite scorer off the bench, I think he can certainly do that. And later on, maybe year 2, year 3, he can start for the Wizards. We'll see what happens with that. Maybe he could play a little bit of point guard here and there off the bench or starting at times. We'll see. We'll see how that works out. But I like the pick, man. He's a dog. I think out of the last 3 or 4 drafts between Rui, Denny, and Kispert, I think he'll be the best one out of all 4 of them, including all 3 of them. I think he's going to be the best one in the long run. So I like the pick. I do. I like it. Like I said, the only negative I say is not getting AJ Griffin. I don't mind the mid-range game. I love guys who can shoot the mid-range. Steph shoots the mid-range. Chris Paul shoots the mid-range. So I don't really care if you're knocking down a mid-range shot. A bucket is a bucket. I'll take it. 2 points is 2 points. And the Wizards need that for sure. The second round pick is the one that I did not like. Yannick Nsoza, if I'm saying Yannick Nsoza, he is from, where is he from? Before I get it wrong. He is from, it's the Euro Cup. He played in the Liga, ACB League. He's like, 7 feet tall, 6'10", something like that. Averaged 2 points and 2 rebounds per game. He's like 19 or 20 years old. Not a fan of the pick. I think there's some other guys that you definitely could have got. I'll pull up the list here. Alondas Williams out of Wake Forest. He went undrafted. I would have rather drafted him in the second round. Jabari Walker from Colorado. I'd rather go with him. J.D. Davison from Alabama got drafted right before pick 54. He is a draft and stash guy. You know, the Wizards have done this. Ernie Grenfell has done this a couple times. Isu Sanan, Aaron White from Iowa, draft and stash guys. Yannick Nsoza, he's still under contract with overseas for like 2 or 3 years or something. That's what Tommy Shepard was saying. So we probably won't even see this guy. When I watch him play, he reminds me of Bismack Biyombo. He reminds me of Zagana Diop. He reminds me of not even Clint Capella, because he doesn't even play above the rim. That's the thing. He's a good shot blocker for sure. He can move his feet a little bit. Offensively, doesn't provide much. Doesn't have a jumper. Doesn't have a 10-foot jumper. Can't shoot the 3. I didn't really see many post moves that he had to go to. I don't want to sound like Stephen A. Smith talking about Kwame Brown, you know, not having a post move to remember. He has small hands. It's not bad like that, but I just don't see much there from Yannick Nsoza. I mean, I could be wrong. Maybe in 2 to 3 years. And the year before that, a lot of people were projecting him to be a top 5 pick. And I'm watching this guy play. Doesn't play above the rim. I didn't see him catch a lot of lobs or anything like that, to be honest. He doesn't really have a face-up game or a back-you-down game or mid-range jumper, hook. I didn't see any of that. Just everything was manufactured from a point guard passing him the ball, initiating offense to him. So I just didn't see much there from Yannick Nsoza. So I'm not a big fan of that pick. I think Alondas Williams was a guy they could have got. Justin from Wake Forest, the ACC Player of the Year. Justin Lewis from Marquette is a guy in the second round I thought they could have got for real. It kind of looks like a Peter John Ramos who played with the Wizards a couple years ago, who was like 7'3". That kind of pick in my opinion. So I'm not going to give it a grade, like I said, but I'm just not high on that pick at all. Hugo Besson from the Pacers, I would have rather taken a point guard or a guard, to be honest with you, at that pick. They did sign Quentin Jackson. They did sign Chris Dunn to the Summer League team. So we'll see. Isaiah Todd, we'll see if he can get some go as well. But Bradley Beal, he's going to re-sign. That's what it is. How will Johnny Davis fit next to a Bradley Beal? Maybe can they package up Johnny Davis and some other picks or some other guys for DeJounte Murray or SGA? I see a 0% chance of that happening. I think they're going to get Monte Morris or Tyus Jones in free agency. Bradley Beal will re-sign for 35% of the salary cap and get that bag and get paid for sure. That's what's going to happen. So, but I like Johnny. Here's Johnny. Yeah, I like Johnny. Johnny's mean. He plays mean. They need some dogs and some guys that play with physicality and some toughness. We're a finesse team. We're a finesse team. And they need some more mean guys on our roster. All right, you guys let me know what you guys think. Hail to the Wizards. Peace.